Movement is medicine. I subscribe to this ancestral health model where we look at how we always did things. A quick way to achieve this, right, is to think about how your great-great-grandmother lived. She probably would have walked everywhere, she would have worked the land, she would have raised her kids, and she would have been on her feet the whole day. Well, in this modern time, right, we're mostly seated, sedentary, and sedated. What I mean by that is we're sitting in the car, sitting in the office, we're sitting on the couch. We're inactive for the majority of the day, watching Netflix, sitting on the computer, you get the idea. So when you're eating comfort foods, playing mindless apps, staying up late watching the latest series on Stan, it can be the treadmill that leads to nowhere. Here's one great tip on how you can keep yourself strong is by following something called the Andrew Lock or the lock-based 5 activations, and we'll go through that shortly. Okay, number one, the lock clamp. It's a funny clamp when you're on your side, but it's really specific in activating these deep muscles in your hip. There's a bit of setup in making sure that you set up correctly. So make sure you've got someone that understands the specific skill to give you the same skill in strengthening in the right areas. Number two, we want a good hip raise, so hip extension. Got your hand under your hip and you're just trying to raise your heel up towards the ground. You should feel the majority of the work around the backside and into the leg. Number three, we want an awesome plank. Elbows under shoulders, legs locked dead straight. If you're struggling a little bit, try and pull your elbows in towards your toes. You should feel the work mostly in your belly. Number four, we want a great side plank, shoulder over the elbow, trying to lift your hips up towards the roof. You're trying to keep your shoulder, hip, and leg in one straight line. Last one, number five, shoulder taps. There's a few variations, but basically you want to try and keep everything nice and tight here into your trunk as you alternate tapping, not clapping your shoulders.